Hello, everyone. Come on in. So, I'm going to see if we've gone live yet. Sometimes there's a 30-second delay. So, if you're here, go ahead and say hello. Let's see. Well, it says that I'm live on my phone, but it doesn't on my computer. Oh, there's Nicola. Hi! Happy Friday, everyone! Yay! I'm so glad it's here. So, I will tell you this. I miss doing lives. Hi, Janet. Thanks for saying hello, so I know I'm live. Oh, hi, France. Hi, Jean. Hello. Yes. Hi, Bunny. I am really missing Bill when I do these lives on Friday. It's just a little bit, not having my buddy there to kind of sound off of is a little bit hard. And so I don't actually get to read your comments, but I will take a glance at them when I'm done with the show before I post this to YouTube. So today, let me go ahead and get my chair over here. Let's get started. Today I have a fun little gift card holder. So I was asked if I could do an easy gift card holder, something that's kind of quick and not very time consuming. So of course I said, yes, I will try to come up with something. I am using the layered squares for this project, and I'm using the largest two. So let me pull this out here real quick and pull this out. I'm using the large square and then the scalloped square in the real red. So Whisper White and real red. So I'm going to just start with this, which is not my normal. I normally start with the base first, but this Christmas, I haven't done this Christmas stamp set before. Christmas Means More is what it's called. And the stamp that I'm going to be using two out of here. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. And then I'm going to just use this holly berry that matches in here. So I also went ahead and called, well, actually I texted my partner in crime and said, could I use your scissors? So instead of him using my paper snips, he's always respectful. I asked for permission first. What I want to do is I want to take this stamp. It is a photopolymer stamp, so I do have my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath so that I get a good impression. I'm going to take this and I'm going to ink it up in real red, but I don't want the little holly berries inked up in the real red. So I'm going to take just some Scotch tape. You don't need much. Let's see if this works. It has kind of a jagged edge. I know it's clear so you guys can't see it, but it does. It almost did. So we'll take a little off of the edge here to make kind of a triangle so that I can fit right down there. And I'm just going to mask these off because I don't want those in red in my image. And I will ink this up in real red. Let's see if I can get this one on without having it's so clear it's hard to see. I know you guys aren't getting it at, okay, that one's perfect. So I don't even need to use them more than that. So I'm going to take this and ink it up into real red. And I want this pretty good and inky. Because when I take this off, I'm going to grab the Stampin' Right basic black marker. Let's see if I can peel this off. Perfect. Perfect. So now those images don't have any ink on them. And I'm going to just take my basic black Stampin' Right marker, not our blend markers. This is different. And I'm going to color in the holly berry with this. Now, since it sat here a minute, I am going to huff on it with just a little hot breath to make sure that that ink is moist still. I don't know why I do things in threes. I must be like, what was that nerd on that show, Sheldon Cooper? You know, he knocks 3 times. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp that down. I'm not rocking it, but I definitely want to make sure that that ink transfers. Perfect. Okay, I'll put this marker up, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab the Real Red Stampin' Right marker, and I'm just going to kind of dot into the holly berry so that it matches. I did use, I didn't use the blends because I did use our marker for this. So I went ahead and am using the Stampin' Right markers. And then, because if you do it with the blends, they'll be all over the place because those are alcohol-based markers. So I'm going to come in here. And this is fun because I showed you how to get the different color on here. Now look at this. Let's put this together. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those layers. I'm using a little bit of green glue just because it gives me a little bit of time to center up, because I am not, I watch other people who can center up perfectly. I can't. I need just that little minute. Okay, so here's kind of the focal piece for our project. Now let's go to that base. I do have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of Real Red, and then I have from the Heartwarming Hugs. This is a fun pack of designer series paper, and I'm going to use this kind of white side, and it's cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to go ahead using my green glue again and layering this on. You can use whatever side that you want. So these could come out all different ways. I just like, I love red and white. I don't know. Red used to be one of my very favorite colors. And then it kind of went to pink and hot pink. And I guess any form of red and pink is really. And then I started with Stampin' Up! And I learned to really like all sorts of colors. And Bermuda Bay is another one of my favorite. Now, from that same paper pack, I did need another piece that I thought coordinated. And I thought this one looks really good with that because it's got the shapes both directions. So I took a piece of coordinating DSP from that Heartwarming Hugs pack. I cut that at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then here's the big doozy that we're going to use. This is, I'll put this here. This is a 3 by 10, and actually I think it's 10 1/4. It is 10 1/4 piece of cardstock of Whisper White. And I did not use the thick Whisper White on purpose because I want this to have a really good fold and not be super thick. But I am going to pull out my Simply Score tool. Let me find the score tool. And I'm going to score this down at 4 and 8. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to have 2 4-inch sides, and then we're going to have a 2 1/4 inch side. Now on that 2 1/4 inch side, I want you to take, it doesn't matter if it's, I'm using the 1 1/2 circle, but whatever you have, look at that, inky already. And just right on the edge, maybe a halfway down, or I'm going to just do like a quarter of the way in, and as equally as you can on the sides, and this looks like it to me. I'm just going to cut that little edge, so just some sort of a round circle punch or a round die, and then I'm going to fold that up and fold this down like so. I'm going to get my bone folder so I get a nice burnished edge. You know what, you guys, it's Friday, but I have been doing some Christmas stuff, so I've got Christmas tunes in my head. I feel like Christmas shopping, and I told myself I wasn't going to do that this year. So, okay, before we go any farther, let's go ahead and hook this piece of DSP to the front of this. This is cut a 1/4 inch down, so it gives that nice little edge on here. Have you guys heard that new Blake Shelton, Gwen Stefani Christmas song? It's actually hers and features him. It's just in my head. It's just so much fun. The video is fun too. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It'll put you right in the Christmas spirit. All right. So I've got that centered on here now, like so. Now I'm using the Stampin' Seal Plus. It has just a little bit more hold on it. And because I tend to get stuff everywhere, I'm going to stick my mat down. And this, the difference between this and the fast fuse, and you guys know I was a huge supporter of fast fuse, is literally nothing except for it's easier to use. But I've got it in my head that I've got to press really hard and make the check mark like I did with the fast fuse. That is not the case with this. You just give it a little glide and then pull up. No check, pull up. So save yourself all the frustration. It's almost, guess I got to get it started though. So coming right here on the edge, I'm just doing, see, it's a habit now, this checking, but you don't need to. You saw the first time around. So I'm going to go ahead and seal this on the edges like so. Okay, now coming back to my card base. Now you guys have seen me do many times. I've done a card like this, and then you have the flap open, except for I'm changing it up this time. I am going to turn it. Oh shoot, are you kidding me? I just screwed up. I did. Hold on a minute. No, it's stuck. Let's see. I have some scraps. I can make do. I can ad lib. So I have scraps that I know fit this. So we're going to make this up and ad lib. Don't you love screwing up when you're live? Have you guys done this before? So I'm going to do basically the same thing, only I'm going to add another line back here. Better get this way. Told you I can't do the straight lines, I go off. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to, I had a cut piece. I had cut it. I was using the Stampin' trimmer and I cut it instead of scored it. That's why I just got out the big score tool. So we'll pull that out again. We're going to score it at 4, right? Yeah. Now I'm questioning everything. Okay. Do you like how smooth I am with this? I need Bill here. All right. So we're kind of back at the same spot. Now I just have to I'm cutting this apart for that piece. Oh, talk amongst yourselves. Do you think I should post this now to groups now that I have screwed up the demonstration, or do you think maybe I should reshoot? Or should I just be all natural? Okay. You guys aren't going to penalize me, are you? So this time, let's get this correct. I'm going to have it on the same side as where I have the gift card holder, not the opposite that I had done. All right, and then I am going to take a little Memento ink and I'm going to do some Holly Berry. Now, what in the heck? On the inside, because this is where we're going to write at. And I'm going to color it in so it matches. Then I'm going to put this on the back. To adhere it down, and I'm going to adhere it in the lower center so it opens like a normal card would and you can write on it. All right, then I'm going to attach this way, leaving that top part with no glue so it sticks up a little bit. Are you guys laughing at me? It's okay, I can take it. I was worried about Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. Let's just face it. Okay, now it opens up. It's so cute. You can stick, this is just and it holds it in very nicely, very tight, and it fits right into your A2 envelope. And you still have room to write. Hopefully you guys won't get little snarfs on it like I did, but, and if you want to, I mean, you could do even some embellishments on it, but it's thick enough that it may cost you a little extra postage. So again, since I screwed up, let me run down some of the measurements here. So we have a 4 1/4 by 5 piece of Real Red. I cut the next piece of DSP at 4 by 5 1/2 just to make the backing. I have a piece of Whisper White that I cut at 3 by 10 1/4, not 3 by 10, but I scored it at 4 1/8, punching out about 1/4 of a half moon circle here for the bottom, at the bottom of the 2 1/4 inch piece that's left over. And then I glued those together and folded it all up. Make sure to put the DSP, which was coordinating DSP at 2 3/4 by 3 1/4 on the back side of where the gift card goes, not on the other side, because you're going to glue that down. I decorated it with the Christmas Means a Little More stamp set, using just a little masking tape to mask over the edges and the scalloped or the holly berry, and then using it on Whisper White and Real Red in the scalloped layered squares. And then I did the same thing with Memento Tuxedo Black ink and using the Stampin' markers with Real Red. Oh, so let me just stand up and see how bad you guys are giggling. Are you laughing at me? Oh, well, you like the card. Well, at least you got the idea, so quick save on that. I hope that you guys are enjoying it. It is Friday, so everyone go home, have a marvelous weekend, get some of your Christmas crafts done, and I will see you next week, Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Take care. Bye-bye.